Hello everyone, welcome to our virtual classroom. My name is Svetlana Lungu and I'm an English teacher at Mihai Eminescu High School, Chisinau. The content of these video lessons is developed in accordance with the National Curriculum 2019 edition. Today we'd like to invite you to discover another country, a country of traditions. And if you look closer at the picture, you will guess what country we are going to talk about. If you think of the UK, then you are correct. Let's begin. Today at the lesson, we are going to practice the new vocabulary, learn and speak about the UK, identify some characteristics of a fact file, and select information from the fact file to answer some questions. So, look attentively at these pictures. Do you recognize them? So, this is Big Ben, London Eye, telephone box, London buses, which are also called double-deckers, and this is UK flag. Okay, let us continue. Let's see how much you know about the UK. Answering the following questions. What is the capital of the UK? London. Who is the monarch of the country? Queen Elizabeth II. Which London attraction has a body part in its name? London Eye. Why is the UK called the country of traditions? British nation values a lot traditions. They value their traditions more than other countries in the world. So British are very punctual. They have a high respect for older and disabled people. They love sports a lot, and sports are part of any holiday. And of course, Britain is a royal country. Before proceeding to the text reading, we are going to learn some new words. Look attentively at the vocabulary. I am going to read for you. Entity, the fact of existence, something that exists independently. Partition, the act or process of dividing something into parts. Currency, a form of money in actual use as a medium of exchange. Comprise, to consist, to include. Fringe, to form a border around something, to surround something. Rugged, having a rough irregular surface. Elevation, a height as above sea level to which something is elevated. Tin, a malleable silvery metallic element used to coat other metals to prevent corrosion. Atomic number 15. Limestone, a sedimentary rock composed chiefly of calcium carbonate. Ore, a mineral or rock from which a valuable constituent, especially a metal, can be mined or extracted. Lead, a soft, bluish-white dense metallic element used in solder and type metal, bullets, radiation shielding and paints. Silica, a crystalline compound that occurs abundantly as quartz, sand, and other minerals. Suffrage, a vote, the right or privilege of voting. Peer, a nobleman. Heir, one who inherits or is legally entitled to inherit the property. Rank, title. Now, how about some practice? we are going to practice some of the new words that you will use more often in your daily English. Look at the screen. Complete the sentences using the words comprise, partition, rugged, currency, entity, suffrage, peer, air. You may stop the video and work independently. Let's check together. I'm going to read for you. Lord Swan was made a life peer in 1981. Over the years, women had to fight for their suffrage. The whole country is a single entity. Each train comprises 8 wagons. The partition of India occurred in 1948. The Rocky Mountains have a rugged surface. He was the legal heir to the throne. And the last sentence, you will need some cash in local currency, but you can also use your credit card. If you have these answers, then you are correct. Let's continue. In the following text, you will meet some proper nouns. Please look at the slide, listen, and repeat after me. Hebrides, Orkney, Shetland, Pennines, Fanland, Ben Nevis, Snowdon, Severn, Thames, Gaelic. Now it's time to learn something. Our text is in a form of a fact file. Do you know what a fact file is? Let's discover together. A fact file is a collection of information about a particular subject in a concise format. Now we are going to see what are the characteristics of a fact file. It usually centers around one subject. It should be no longer than 1 page. It has a headline. It is a bullet point list of supporting facts format. And while writing a fact file, you should avoid providing too much information. Now let's learn more about the UK. In your textbooks, you have a fact file divided into 4 parts. Each part contains specific information. Please look attentively, skim the fact file, and give a general heading for each part. Let's take a look at the first part. What do we have here? The official name of the country, government type, national holiday, the capital, independence, the flag, and currency. How do you think? What heading could we have for this part? So if you have thought about etymology and history, then you are correct. Let's go to the second part. For the second part, we have the following headings: location, geographic coordinates, total area of the country, land boundaries, border countries, coastline, islands, terrain, elevation extremes, the longest rivers, climate, and natural resources. How do you think? What title, what heading could we have for this part? I thought about geography. How about you? Let's continue. Part number 3. We have population, nationality, ethnic groups, languages, and religions. the heading that I have thought about was demographics. If you have the same one, then you are right. And finally, let's go to part number 4, where we have legal system, suffrage, executive branch, legislative branch, elections, judicial branch, political parties and leaders. Which heading would you give for this one? Right, politics. Okay. Well done. Let's continue. Now please stop the video, read again the fact file, and try to focus on the main information that you have there, because I will have some questions to ask you after reading. We are back. So, using the information from the fact file, please answer the following questions. What is the official name of the country? The correct answer is the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. What is the name of the flag? The Union flag or Union Jack. What is called the backbone of England? The Pennines, a range of hills in the center of England. What is the highest mountain in Scotland? Right, Ben Nevis. What are the longest rivers in the UK? The Severn and the River Thames. Who is the chief of the state? The Queen Elizabeth II. How often are the members of the House of Commons elected? Once in 5 years. Very well. Now let's reflect. What have we done today? Try to finish the sentences. Try to complete the sentences. I will give some hints. For example, you could say, today I have learned that the official name of the country is the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. The second, now I can talk about the United Kingdom. It was interesting to find out what a fact file is. It was difficult to pronounce correctly the proper nouns. At home, I will try to remember more facts about the UK. Of course, you can have different endings for these sentences, so it's up to you to choose. And if you want to work more on this topic, I suggest you to think and do the following task. So you have to make a research. Search the internet to learn more about the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Make a presentation about it, including the followings: geography, landmarks, people's activities and interests. You were fantastic today. Thank you very much. See you next time. Goodbye.